Hi friends, welcome to this session. I am Sunil Kumar S, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Commerce and Management, Government First Grade College Mulbagal, Kolar District. Let me tell you an interesting fact. By that, I introduce the concept financial management. Tata Steel, the biggest steel producer in the Indian private sector, has acquired Corus in a deal worth rupees $8.6 billion. Corus company, which was formerly known as British Steel. This makes Tata Steel the fifth largest steel producer in the world. A financial decision of this magnitude has significant implications for both Tata Steel and Corus, as well as their employees, shareholders and all other stakeholders. To mention some of them, Tata Steel will become the fifth largest producer of steel in the world. Tata Steel will have to raise this amount through debt or equity or a combination of both. Some amount may come from internal accruals also. This financing decision will affect the capital structure of Tata Steel. And the dividend paying capacity of Tata Steel may be affected because of this huge cash outflow and because of significantly higher debt which would need to be served before paying any dividend to shareholders. The degree of risk shall also be affected. Needless to emphasize, decisions like this affect the future of the organization. And these decisions are almost irrecoverable after they have been formalized. From the above example, we understood that how important financial planning, how they impact on shareholders as well as employees and all other stakeholders. It naturally arose curiosity to know more about financial management. Dear friends, now let me introduce the concept financial management. Of all the factors of production, with land, labor, capital and organization, capital, otherwise known as finance, is considered as the most important factor of production. Any kind of business activity depends on the finance, as it is the basic requirement of every business. All the plans of a businessman would remain mere dreams unless adequate finance is available to convert them into reality. Finance is a scarce resource like every other resource, hence the need arises for its effective utilization. No organization should face a situation of either surplus or deficit funds. The aim of every organization is to get optimum finance and use it effectively and efficiently for profit maximization and wealth maximization while achieving the other organizational objectives. So, the financial resources have to be managed properly, hence financial management has emerged as a priority function for all concerns. Dear friends, as relating to introduction to financial management, we discuss meaning, definition, role or importance, objectives and decisions in financial management. In general, the term financial management comprises two words. Number one, financial. Number two, management. Financial means relating to finance. Finance means provide funding for a person or enterprise, and management means art of getting things done. So, Financial management means the efficient and effective management of money in such a manner so as to accomplish the objectives of organization. Thus, financial management includes 5 steps. Number 1, estimation of the fixed and working capital requirement. Number 2, formulation of capital structure. Number 3, procurement of fixed and working capital. Number 4, allocation of funds. Number 5, controlling over utilization of available finance. Financial management is very essential skill from a kid to general public and business organization. For example, Kiran, 10 years old boy, want to buy an ice cream, chocolate and a pen. He should follow all the above 5 steps of financial management knowingly or unknowingly. First, he should estimate capital requirement to buy ice cream, chocolate and pen. For example, 45 rupees, 20 rupees and 10 rupees, totally 75 rupees. Next, he should formulate capital structure from where he should procure that money. From father, rupees 10 per pen and rupees 45 from grandfather for ice cream and rupees 20 for chocolate from grandmother. He should procure the same and he should allocate the funds as planned. If grandmother gave him rupees 10 instead of rupees 20, then he has to ask somebody else for rupees 10. If he get excess money, then he planned, he think again about its utilization, whether to spend now or to save for tomorrow. If he get less, then he want to think whether to get the lesser deficit amount from somebody else or to sacrifice utility and to ensure possible maximum utility. This is how financial management play its role in everyone day-to-day life, knowingly or unknowingly. But in this context, we learn only in the point of business organization where not general but complex financial decisions are needed and huge funds have been invested. From this discussion, financial management can be defined as the process of estimating the capital requirement, formulating capital structure, procuring capital, allocation of funds, and controlling over the utilization of available finance towards achieving the organizational goals. Now let us discuss role or importance of financial management. The importance or role of financial management can be understood after going to the following points. Number 1, estimating capital requirement. Financial management makes the both short-term and long-term financial needs. Short-term financial needs refers to the financial requirement for a period up to 1 year or funds required to meet day-to-day expenses. Long-term financial needs refers to financial requirements for a period exceeding 1 year. Financial management makes sound financial planning for smooth running of a business. Next, second one, capital budgeting. It refers to the procurement of long-term funds of the long-term finance, the proportion to be raised by way of debt as well as equity. It is a decision taken by the financial manager. Next, one more importance is working capital management. Working capital is the excess of current assets over current liability. The financial management should ensure that there should be sufficient working capital to meet current liabilities. Proper and effective working capital management ensures smooth working of the organization. Next, appraisal of financial performance and financial control. Financial management provides scientific analysis of all facts and figures through various financial tools such as ratio analysis, variance analysis, budget, etc. Such an analysis helps the management to evaluate the probability of the plan. One more importance is making financial decisions. It helps in making financial decisions. The financial decisions of the organization are concerned about the composition of assets, capital and investment. Sound financial decisions are made after analyzing the relationship between risk and return. Next importance of financial management is it making dividend policy decisions. The financial management should frame the effective policy regarding dividend, retention of funds and the promotion of profit distributable to equity shareholders as dividend. Here, financial management should take decision to distribute the portion of profit or to retain them based on their strategy. Next role is solution to financial problems. Efficient financial management helps the top management by providing financial information and also solution to various financial problems. And one of the very important role and importance of financial management is communication of financial performance. Financial management is considered as yardstick to measure the performance of an organization. The overall financial health of organization is determined by the quality of its financial management. Dear friends, after knowing the importance and role of the financial management, now let us discuss about the objectives of financial management. The objectives of financial management can be broadly grouped under two categories. Number one, basic objectives and other objectives. Basic objectives are two. Number one, profit maximization and wealth maximization. Profit maximization, one of the basic objective of financial management. The company should earn sufficient profit for meeting its expenses. Expansion and modernization also can possible only through profit. So proper utilization of organizational resources leads to profit. Here the profit means excess of income against the expenses. Second one, wealth maximization. Wealth maximization is yet another basic objective of financial management. Wealth maximization means the maximization of the market value of the share. The market value of the share is related to three financial decisions. Number one, investment decision, financing decision and dividend decision. In short, market value of share increases if the benefit from a decision exceeds the cost involved. After the basic objectives, let us discuss the other objectives. So, apart from the profit maximization and wealth maximization, as we referred as basic objectives, financial management also has some other objectives. Those are proper estimation of total financial requirement, proper estimation of both fixed and working capital requirement is an important objective of financial management. The finance manager must find out how much finance is required to start and run the business. Estimating the financial requirement is done after considering various factors such as type, technology, scale of operation, manpower requirement, etc. And one more objective is obtaining the funds at minimum cost. Obtaining the funds or mobilizing the finance is also an important objective of financial management. The required finance can be mobilized from many sources such as shares, debentures, bank loans, etc. There must be a proper balance between owned finance and borrowed finance. The company must borrow funds at a low rate of interest. And one more objective is proper utilization of finance. An important objective of financial management is optimum utilization of finance. The finance manager must invest the organization's finance in profitable projects only. He should always adopt continuous and safe financial policies. Next one, maintaining proper inflow and outflow of cash. The organization must have proper cash inflow to pay the day-to-day expenses such as purchase of raw material, payment of wages and salary, rent, electricity bills, etc. A healthy cash flow improves the organization's survival and success. One more objective is risk minimization through creation of reserves. One of the objectives of financial management is to create reserve. The company must not distribute the entire profit as dividend to the shareholders. A portion of the profit must be kept aside as reserve in order to use for future growth and expansion and face contingencies in the future. Next objective is proper coordination. Financial management is an integral part of overall management. In addition to raising funds, financial management is directly concerned with production, marketing, personnel, etc. Thus, proper coordination with the departments of an important objective of financial management. Next objective is financial control. Financial management should always plan the sources of procuring funds and also the application of funds. Deviation between the planned and actual inflow and outflow of funds should be studied and analyzed, and corrective action should be taken immediately. And one more and last objective is the creation of goodwill. Financial management must try to create goodwill for the organization. Goodwill helps to survive in the short term and succeed in the long term. These are the objectives of financial management. Now let us discuss decisions. Decisions making in financial management. Financial management is concerned with decisions making in three major issues relating to the financial operations of a business organization. Three major issues are investment, financing, and dividend. Thus, financial management decisions can be broadly classified into investment decisions, financing decisions, and dividend decisions. First one is investment decisions. The investment decision relates how the firm's funds are invested in different assets. Investment decisions can be long-term investment decision or short-term investment decision. A long-term investment decision is also called capital budgeting decision. These decisions involve investment in fixed assets which has long-term implications. For example, replacement of an existing machine or acquiring a new fixed asset or opening a branch, etc. All these involves long-term investment. These decisions normally involve huge amount of investment and they affect earning capacity of the business. Therefore, these decisions are to be taken with utmost care. Short-term investment decisions are also called working capital decisions. These decisions involve investment in short-term or current assets. An immediate return can be expected from such investment. For example, investment in current assets such as cash, receivables, and inventories. These decisions affect the day-to-day working as well as liquidity and profitability of the business. Next, second one is financing decisions. Financing decisions are concerned with the financing of business activities and the quantum of finance to be raised from various sources of finance. The main sources of funds for organization are shareholders fund, refers to the equity capital, and the retained earnings, also borrowed fund, which referred as the finance raised through debentures or other forms of debt. A firm has to decide the right proportion between these two important sources of finance, with owner's fund or debt fund. By evaluating different factors affecting financial decision such as a cost, risk, effect on management control, state of capital market, etc. Thus, this financing decision determines the overall cost of capital and financial risk. Next, third decision is dividend decision. Dividend decision relates to the appropriation of profit. Dividend is that portion of profit which is distributed to shareholders. The part of the profit which is not distributed as dividend constitutes the sources of internal financing. Dividend organization and what part of it should be declared as dividend. Retained earnings increases the future earning capacity of the organization, whereas dividend results in maximizing the shareholders' wealth. Hence, the finance manager has to take balanced dividend decision so that owners should get reasonable return on their investment and need of the business should not suffer. Dear friends, these are about decisions in financial management. Now let us glance the entire discussion once again. Financial management refers to that part of managerial activity concerned with the procurement and utilization of funds for business purpose. It includes the following 5 steps: estimation of fixed and working capital requirement, formulation of capital structure, procurement of fixed and working capital, allocation of funds, and controlling over the utilization of available finance. And financial management has its own importance as estimating capital requirement, capital budgeting, working capital management, appraisal of financial performance and financial control, making financial decisions, making dividend policy decisions, solutions to the financial problem, communication of financial performance, etc. And these financial management objectives have been classified into 2 types. Number 1, basic objectives, and number 2, other objectives. Basic objectives are 2. Number 1, profit maximization, and number 2, wealth maximization. And other objectives are many, mainly proper estimation of total financial requirement, obtaining funds at a minimum cost, proper utilization of finance, maintaining proper inflow and outflow of cash, risk minimization through creation of reserves, proper coordination, financial control, and creation of goodwill. Decisions making in financial management can be classified into 3 types. Number 1 is investment decision, number 2 financing decision, and number 3 is dividend decision. And investment decision are 2 types, that is long-term investment decisions or capital budgeting decision where investment will be for more than 1 year, and short-term investment decisions are working capital decisions where the investment will be 1 year or less than that. Next, dividend decision is deciding the proportion of profit to be distributed to the shareholders and are to be retained. And financing decision is deciding the proportion of various sources of funds, debt and equity. This is all about brief discussion of financial management and the introduction to financial management. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.